40 this, 40 that. We here, we live, we back in action, we going crazy. And they know the truth. Forget the booth. It's like I get better every time I rap. Look. Hey, nah, but I got somebody coming on here, and I'm finna get y'all introduction real fast. Here she is, she in the back. We got something going on, man. We talking black excellence, man. As y'all answer the chat, let me get a like, man. Come on, here. We going crazy.
Hey, hey, how you doing?
I'm all right, yourself.
I am good.
All right.
This-
Hope you had a blessed day. Everything
It was
cool, cool, cool.
great. It was really good. We just finished up, closed the shop, so we chilling.
Okay, close the shop. We getting to that right now. Can you introduce yourself to my channel and let me know what's going on?
Yes, my name is Maya. I am the CEO and founder of BAAP, which is BAAP, which is an acronym for Black Art and Philosophy. And we are a platform that allows artists to showcase their work, their writings, and things that they have created. We have a magazine. We host art shows, events, and we just opened up our storefront called the Bat Boutique in the
The
Crenshaw
Babel
district.
Absolutely. The Babel Is that where you at right now, or
Yes,
do you mind
yes,
if we have a look? Do you mind if we have a look?
absolutely. Y'all want to see it? Okay, hold on. Let me
Yeah,
go.
moment.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me switch the camera.
Shout out to the Bay Area. All right, all right. I think I know where you are. That's kind of local.
Yeah, we in the land. So I'll take out to the front so you can see we right off Crenshaw.
Going on? Tap in with the bookstore. If anybody is familiar with this area, Los Angeles, California, the Crenshaw district, this is basically the area. All right. The new Earl's location, you
Two
guys.
Earls, exactly. Yeah.
There you go.
So we
So
right
how how
here.
how long has that been open?
So we just opened up this last Saturday, and we had our grand opening. So this is our front. We sell books, art, and apparel.
Okay, could you give a let us see the yeah the BAP
Yep, BAAP. Yep,
boutique.
and again, BAP stands for Black Art and Philosophy. And you can follow us on Instagram right
Uh,
now.
Instagram will be in the title of this live right here for everybody tapping in and checking in.
So this is
But as y'all
our
enter the chat, could y'all like and share, get me going. I need to get my stuff back up because my numbers ain't been the same, and I know it's some people that supporting what I got going on. So can y'all just, if y'all really do mess with me, can y'all support me? On the real.
yeah.
But
So so we got the artwork, all artists for sale. We got some books. We sold out a lot of our books. These are local artists. That's a dope artist right here. His name is Juju. He from Chicago.
okay,
We
now let
got
me ask
books.
you this. As
Huh?
far as Juju, if we want to be Juju, how do we get our art or our books in the? How is that possible?
Absolutely. I'm all about supporting
Or do you want to show us the shop and then we get into that? You show us what's going on first, and then
yeah,
we get
for
into
sure.
that.
I'll show you. So we got Shannon Skates. This is a piece called Detours. Basically a woman who's at peace with all the detours that she has in life to get her to her
Right.
destination. She at peace. We got Nikki Giovanni, rest in peace, all about love. Bell Hooks wrote that. We got something for the youth. These are youth. children's books, got some
Okay.
journals.
Y'all go get y'all future right. Get the youth right. Get the babies
Yeah.
right.
We got visions. Uh
Once more, real
for
fast. Mike,
this
I
is for like
apologize
a
to keep cutting you off. I
yes.
apologize to keep cutting you off, right? But could y'all, as y'all entering the live, could y'all like the live, or we're not gonna really get too deep into it until y'all double tap the screen. All it takes is a little quick double tap the screen. Got 35 people with 4 likes, and that's like crazy to me. Could y'all like and share? Get me going. Get y'all people in here. Double tap the screen. That's all it
Yeah.
takes. Just bam bam, real fast with your thumb. Bop bop, and we going on the real.
So
I
yeah, so this
appreciate
our
it.
other we could get into some of these books later, but this is our magazine.
Okay, so
Um
that's just okay. Is that just? Let me see. What is that? Like the store manual, or that's what is that right
this
there
is
with that?
actually our magazine. So like I said, Black Art and Philosophy, we're a platform. So we have a magazine and this
Right.
is
Who
recent.
who whose name is that on the front right there?
So these are the artists that I wrote about. Augie
Okay.
Ray,
So you
Stephanie
okay? So
Jones.
you wrote this magazine. You put it together yourself.
Yes, that's me right
Right.
here. That's the founder's letter. Um, let's see. These are some of the artists. If you from over here, you probably recognize maybe one or two, but hold on, I think I got, let's see, these
Give
pages.
us a like, man. As I enter in the chat, double tap the screen. If
We
y'all
got
supporting one
SJ,
another.
she a LA native, Stephanie.
Hey,
That's
these are these all different type of artists, or are they all just drawing, or what exactly are they doing?
painting. So this issue I did, this is Mariah. He was on
That's
Baldwin
what I meant.
Hills.
That's what I meant. Like, is it all like just artwork? That was my bad. I
Yeah,
said that.
this
Was
one
art.
I have one musician, but we do feature other creatives. But in
Right.
this is the first issue, so we got few stuff. But yeah, that's just to show y'all. We don't have to get all into that, but that's our magazine right here.
So you
Uh,
said you wrote that yourself.
huh?
I
Yeah.
said so. You said you wrote
Yes,
you,
I
you
wrote
wrote
most
that
of those
yourself.
articles. Yeah, all of them really. Hold on,
Okay, that's dope. So,
let me fix my light. Hold on, y'all.
anybody wondering, is it like a hard process to be in that space of like writing books and writing magazines, or is that like something that's difficult to get in, or
I mean, it's not hard. I mean, it's what you put into it. So it depends on how much, like, what you want to do. If you want to write, if you want to create a magazine, I mean, nothing is too hard. Anything is possible. It's just all about mindset.
right? And how long did it take for you to put all of that together?
So this magazine, it took me about a few months to put together. I'm gonna just pour me something because we toasting. Got a little something. So I'm
Celebration,
a toast for.
mother, brother.
Yep, I'm a toast for y'all too. Um, so yeah, and then we have this bookstore. This hold on real quick. Let me fix my lights. Okay. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to fix the lights so you can see. Um, okay. I don't know. I'll get back to this. But
Enter in
can
the
you
chat,
see
yeah.
okay?
Everybody enter in the chat. Yeah, we can see. That's perfect too. That's
Okay.
clear. Everybody enter in the
Um,
chat real fast, man. Could y'all like the thing, or can y'all please just leave my live? I would appreciate it. Thank you
Actually,
for
I'll
everybody
come
that's
back
here.
to this. I'll just show you the other part real quick. This is our other section. We have books over here too. Self-help books. We got music books. I think that's uh Quest Love had wrote a book. We got historical books, travel books. We have Sage,
We're
um,
gonna get y'all right.
jewelry, candles, affirmational candles. And so yeah. And then we have t-shirts. Um,
Is that shirt right there? Can I see that shirt?
yes. So we got prison
Let's see where
talk.
my sword is. Official prison talk.
Yeah,
Here we
prison
go.
prison talk.
With my so that's Jay Burton stuff, right? That's
That
Jay
is.
Burton,
So
correct?
that's what I was gonna take y'all over here. So this is so he is who helped me create this bookstore and open up this bookstore. And
Right.
so this whole section is dedicated to him. For y'all don't know, he's still incarcerated, and he has platform called a podcast called Official Prison Talk.
Mm,
So this he's also an author. He's written Shattered Mirrors, Life and Times of an LA Blood, and
good.
also Raw Deals. Let me get to this. Um, Raw Deals. And so this section is dedicated to men and women who have been incarcerated, are still incarcerated, are still fighting for freedom. Like Asada Shakur. I don't know if y'all know the story of her. The new Jim Crow, Bird on Cage. We have Grit Grinding Glory, Bomani, and some other authors on here. So
Shout
this
out to
was
the man incarcerated or everybody that's been incarcerated and free everybody ain't telling nobody, man. As y'all answering, can y'all like, share, comment, whatever, get me back going because
hold on
it's
real
like
quick. I got somebody. Hold on. Who is that?
all it takes is a little quick double tap, man. Just double tap the screen. See, we trying to push a positive thing here. Support y'all people, man. Support y'all people. Yeah,
I'm trying to
thank
figure out
you.
how to fix these
Hey,
lights.
homie. Appreciate it.
So trying to figure out how to fix these lights. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're
Yeah.
bookstore. We're all about liberation, liberation and
Trying to find.
inspiring.
Can you repeat that last part? You broke up, it like chopped up. I don't know if they heard you or I didn't, but I don't know if they
Okay.
did.
Can you see me?
No, it's black. You gotta probably turn the camera off and back on.
Okay. Okay. So we're all about
Still
inspiring.
black. Mine is still black.
Is it still black?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Maybe since you flipped it,
Okay.
I'm about to add her back right now, y'all. Don't let that bother you, but I feel like it's too many people in here that ain't really like going crazy. If y'all done with me, let me know I should stop doing this. And if y'all supporting it, come on, man, get me back going, get me right on the real. Like the screen, just double tap the screen. That's all it takes. Double tap and get my likes right. Get this out and share this to some people, man. Here when you want to meet, pull up on me. Pull up on the kid. Hey, as y'all enter in the chat, can y'all give me a little double tap? Give me a double tap, like the video, like, share, subscribe, do what y'all do, man. Just go
Okay, I'm
crazy.
back.
Let me back with it. All right. You back. I can see you. I can see you. Can y'all see her? Can y'all get in the comments? Let me know. Can y'all see her? Cause I can't. Hello. Just keep coming to the door talking about a bunch of nothing, cuz. Irritating. Can y'all double tap the screen? Double tap the screen as y'all. Yeah, they can see you, Mike. You can talk.
Okay. So where did I leave off? You gotta just ask me questions. So the bookstore, aside from the magazines, the art shows that we curate, that we
Right.
basically host, besides the events that we throw, the bookstore is really to encourage readership so that we can educate, inspire, and uplift our community.
Okay, that's understood. If y'all got any questions in the comments, I also read them to her if y'all got any questions. But this is a question from myself. Okay, now Jay Burton, do you mind giving us a little insight on him, or is he think he would want to talk for himself, or you could speak for him? How
Yeah.
I don't.
So I could give you a background. He has been incarcerated since he was 16 years old. He is currently now 52 years old. He was framed by the Linwood Vikings, and he's still fighting for his freedom right now. And
Free
he's
J. Cole,
also
man.
the has a
Free
podcast,
J.
Official Prison Talks, with Joseph P. Langdon and Damn Homie. And he has also authored two books, Raw Deals and Life and Times of an LA Blood.
Okay. Life and Times of LA. Have you read Jay Burton's books or
I have, yes.
that's dope, man. And how do what would you be able to give us about his books, or where could they find them if that's what they were interested in doing?
So you can find them in the bookstore. You gotta come to the Bad Boutique. Um, so yeah, so this one is basically on principles. Money is cheap, freedom is everything. Definitely a book on principles on how to, go through life with things to help you
Can
get
you give us
by.
that title one more? Can you give us that title one more time?
Yes, it's called Raw Deals.
Raw
And it says
deals.
money is cheap, freedom is expensive.
Absolutely. That's a true statement.
You feel that, C Star?
I feel like fucking expensive, priceless.
That's right. Yeah.
Priceless. But how long? When did those books come out? How long is Shout out to OC. What's OC? What is that? Orange County. But yeah, when did those books come out?
He wrote this a while ago. So these books have been for a few years now. And then he has The Life and Time of an LA Blood, Shattered Mirrors. This is basically a memoir of his life and experiences that he's been through before and since he's been in prison.
That's dope.
Um,
That's just dope.
yeah, so and somebody asked, can I we are gonna have bookstore. We're actually currently working on our online store right now. So if you don't live in the area, yes, you can purchase online. Just stay tuned by following our Instagram, Black Art and Philosophy. And the bookstore is BAAP_boutique.
And a friendly reminder: the Instagram is the first page, the first at that's tagged in the title, and then the second one is the Instagram. I mean the YouTube page, official prison talk.
Right.
So yeah, get
And
up
the
with
and
them, like, share, and subscribe that
right.
official prison talk as well. And let's get this around the world, man. We just speaking excellence, and we trying to like better the next generation and break this cycle of
Yeah.
what the stigma black folks have,
Mm-hmm.
and what we just labeled as. You know what I'm saying? We want to
And
be
yeah.
something too. We want to change. We want to make change for all people, because it's like my thing. I feel like every other race could stick together, come together, and do great things. And black people not like that. I feel like black people be more so on some stuff like, yeah, you can have that, but I probably want to see you good, but I don't want to see you doing better than me. And I feel like that's a BS mindset, because at the end of the day, it's enough money out here, and it's enough countries and states for us to visit where we could all do something positive and all have something going on, to where it's like, what are you hating on the next man for? And that's what black people give a lot of hate, and that's where I feel like it, things need to change, and our community need to do better, and we could break the cycle. Our kids don't gotta live and go through the shit that we went through, or not even our kids, our nephews, our nieces, and just the youth. Period. The young adults. Okay, we appreciate that. Business too. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, we definitely want to change the narrative of gun violence, mass incarceration, drugs, all that. We just really trying to educate, because if you know your past and understand the present, then you'll be better for the future and the future generations. I also do want to add that we are accepting donations. We do have a literacy program, and we're doing a lot of great things. So to keep these lights running, we are accepting donations.
Right. So y'all could where would they get at you if you want a donation? That it wouldn't fit in the title. So if anybody could tag, I mean,
So the
comment
Cash
her,
App,
comment her
yeah.
Cash App,
So the Cash App
and I
is
could tag it.
uh-huh. So the Cash App is Maya G, MAYAG 8. That's it. Maya G 8.
Maya G8, MAY, the letter G, the number 8.
MAYA. Yeah, MAYA, the letter G, and then the number 8.
Okay. If anybody could tag that. But okay, what else? What do you have any advice you would want to give to people out there watching or whoever? Look, man, I ain't gonna like, could y'all like the video? Double tap the screen. It's too many people for the likes to not be going nowhere. Can y'all double tap the screen and just get it back going? Share this with somebody or go as you enter the chat, like my like the live, please. But um no, okay. What I was saying was, do you got what type of advice do you have to anybody that want to publish or write a book or what's like any type of advice or steps towards that?
Well, I always say, for me, like everybody has their own process when it comes to writing. Publish. People have different opinions on publishing. I feel like self-publishing is a new thing now, and a lot of people are really seeing numbers through self-publishing.
Right.
My advice is just when you write, just purge the page. Don't overthink it. Just really just whatever comes to your mind and your thoughts and whatever is on your heart, just write it. Just write it down. Get a notebook, clear your mind, and just like I say, just purge the let it all out.
Let it
And it's
all out,
it's
and then
very
you get
healing
rid of what
too.
you don't want at the end type stuff,
Yeah,
huh?
and then come back and edit. Like there's been things that I've written that I've edited like 80 times, 80 or more times. So don't be afraid of editing. Like that's what makes it a craft, and that's what makes it better. And that's on for writing. But really if you're doing it for like a healing or to tell your story, just get it out. Don't be in your head. Just sit down, vibe out. For me, I listen to music when I write. So and I just purge the page, just let it out.
It is that don't distract you though, like, or you got like a real multi.
No, so for me, like
Hey,
I'm an
I'll
energy
go ahead.
person. I'm an energy person. So like I vibe out when I hear like it, especially instrumentals. Like I'm more so into like jazz and like what they consider avant-garde jazz, and spiritual jazz and things like that. So I like instrumentals, and I it really makes me tap into source. I just vibe out and just write. So that's really my process. So no, it doesn't distract me. It kind of I get into a meditative
Yeah,
space.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That like set the mood for you, damn near.
Right. Yeah.
Like like candles and stuff too.
Sometimes, sometimes. But yeah,
Yeah.
for
All right,
sure.
y'all. As y'all enter in the chat, cause y'all just double tap the screen, give my like, give my likes to at least reach as many people as watching. You know, like you ain't even if you don't watch it, just double tap and leave on the real. You don't gotta, or if you're not gonna double tap it, just leave. There's no point in you just being here watching this. That's not benefiting anything. But we're trying to support Black Excellence and get her um bookstore. She opened last what you say Saturday, last Saturday.
Yes, last Saturday.
Let's get this
Yeah.
viral so we can have 40 more BAP boutiques. We can get
Period. That's what we talking about. That's how we trying. We trying to get global.
on the real. And so that matters. On the real. Chase a couple
Mhm.
million. On the
Right.
real. But so Jay Burden, what about him? You said he been down since he was 16, he 50 something now. How old you say?
52.
52 and been down from 16. So who can imagine
Since he
that?
was
Is it
16 years old. Yeah, he was a
so does
child
he have
molesting it.
like a release date close coming, approaching or anything?
We're
Yeah,
still fighting, so he's still in
he's
the
fine.
fight. And that's what it goes back to. Like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the story of Asada Shakur. She was a political prisoner. She set herself free and went to Cuba. But in her memoir, in her biography or autobiography, she talks about the struggle and being in the struggle, and that if one of us, until all of us are free, we're all in the struggle. And
Right.
that's not just physically, that's not just only being bonded by shackles and physically, but that's also mental
And I just
freedom.
want to
It
say,
starts
I just
here.
want to say this as far as to like, well, the stigma is always going to be on the blacks and the Hispanics. So I'm gonna just say this to basically everybody, but predominantly to the black and Hispanic people. Basically, what I feel is like, if y'all was listening, she said this man been in jail. He was 16 years old. He's 52, and he's still fighting. He's still fighting for his life from a 16-year-old boy. I'm not even gonna call him a man. That's a boy. That's a child. 16 years old,
Mhm.
and he's a 52-year-old man still fighting for his life. And if that don't open up your eyes and make y'all want something better for everybody coming there who hasn't been through this and think that this was something cool, is not. Because I'm pretty sure, because Jay Burton is probably one of the smartest dudes I've actually spoke to and
He
had
is. Yeah.
intellectual conversations with, and he's very, very smart. And just to think what he could have did with that in a he got all this going on from a prison cell, and just imagine what his brain could do on a free world to help our people, like. And I just feel like that's something deep, and that's something like people should get an insight of, and preach this type of stuff to y'all upcoming nieces, nephews, or whoever, your little cousin that just had a fight at school and thought it was cool and got suspended, because this is not
Hmm.
the life that kids want to grow up and live. You're going to go from a suspension to getting expelled. Next thing you know, you're on house arrest or in the hall somewhere, to camp, to
Right.
YA, and all. And this is it's a stigma that we should all break, because I've been through it all. I've been through all that from a child, thinking it was cool, going to jail from my school campus and just everything. I thought all that was like something to that I was doing the right thing, because I was a part of a establishment, and a establishment that'll leave your ass for dead if you end up in these predicaments. So y'all,
Mhm.
that's something else for y'all to think about. But I don't mean to just cut you off, but
No,
I
that's
just was
real.
like, but
And to add to that, I just want to say, like you said, Jay is very, very intelligent, very smart. And it goes back to that he's not his mind, he is not imprisoned in his mind. So it
no,
starts with your
he
mental. You
he
have your he's yeah, you speak to him, you won't even realize when speaking to him that he's even in prison, let alone have been in prison since he was 16
could
years
touch
old.
any topic, could touch any
He's
topic you
sharp.
bring at him,
Yeah,
and it's
very
gonna be
sharp.
like, damn, you taught me something about that too. That's crazy. Like, you talk to that man, you'll learn something new every day, literally from one person, for real.
Yes, yes. So that's what we want to
Probably got more
really
going on than
push.
90% of the comments. That's free world.
Yes,
Everybody that's talking shitty for sure, bleeding y'all. So just sink that in. Yeah.
absolutely.
But as y'all entering, we got damn near 60 people and only 28 likes. Could y'all double tap the screen and like, somebody said they just sent some money, your cash app, you can check.
Okay. Is that Tonya?
Yeah.
Yes, I did receive it. Thank you so much. Thanks,
So we,
sis. I appreciate it.
well, mine's at tight. No, just playing. I just playing. Oh, fuck. But so yeah, what else? Okay, now if you was to open up a second venue, do you have like an area or anything that you would want to or have in mind that you would
um, Outside of LA, well, I probably would want maybe three. I don't know. Maybe I would say I want maybe three in LA, but or maybe like one in the valley or something like that. But I want to go mainly to every like neighborhood across the country. So definitely in Chicago, um, because my dad's side of the family is from Chicago, South Side. So definitely Chicago, um, down south, a few down south, uh, definitely Houston, um, New Orleans, and New York for sure. probably Harlem. I don't know. I really don't know like the demographic of New York that much, but definitely I gotta hit up back east for my back east peeps. So yeah, just basically across. I'm trying to hit every ghetto in the nation. So every hood in the nation. I can't hear you if you talking.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
Yeah.
now?
Uh
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But no, that's I was saying. Shout out to New York, Brooklyn, New York.
huh.
But
Right.
okay, so I just had another question. No, I'm not gangster, man. I'm a good guy. But can you just like the video? I appreciate your comment. Thank you. Uh, what else? I just was gonna ask you something else though, and they be throwing me off. Okay, now, boom. This is what I was gonna ask.
Um,
The magazines. Do you have anything in the work, or do you write books as well, or is it just magazines, or anything you looking
yeah,
forward
I
to?
do. I write a lot of stuff, but the other magazine, the second issue in our ancestors' garden. Let me touch on that. I'll show you the. This one is by Mr. Warsh. He's a world renowned artist. He's on the cover of it. I have a lot of other
Yeah,
artists. Mr. Warsh, huh? Let me see
yeah,
if I can.
dude. Could you zoom
Yeah,
in a little bit? Yes, I could.
yeah. So you
Our
see, he got
ancestors'
yeah.
garden.
That's the
Let's
second
go.
issue. So you see, he got pictures inside of. He was in prison for 22 years in the feds for a crime that he also did not commit. And he while he was
And
in
he's an artist, right?
yes, while he was
He
in
does art.
correct. While he was in prison, he this is him too. While he was in
That's
prison,
dope.
he started to
He crying, little boy crying, tear dripping down. That's dope.
yeah. So
Hey,
this is one.
what kind
So
of shirt you want to buy? Prison Talk, man. What kind of shirt you looking for, big dog?
right, we got him. So while he was in prison, he started to paint. Um, and so he reimagined the emancipation. And President Obama, it got all the way to President Obama, and Obama pardoned him. And since he's been out, he's
Should
been
Obama pardon him?
Obama pardoned him. Yep.
That's real big.
And these are the stories that we want to share. Like we want our youth to know that you can do more than play sports, you can do more than rap. There's other options. You can go to college to be a doctor, an attorney, because we need more of those. But if you're creative and you have a talent and you might not, necessarily be good at any of those things, you can use your talent and you can make something out of that. So Mr. Warsh, he now he has artwork all around the world. He's a world renowned artist. He's been in the Hammer Museum, which is here local in LA. He's been in Italy. He has artwork in Italy galleries also in Copenhagen and all around the world. And he's doing his thing.
That's dope. On the real. So, you said Obama pardoned him. So, what he been home about close to 8 years, something like that. Six between there, six
Yeah,
years.
he's yeah, right. I believe it was in 20. I can't remember
Uh,
the date, the actual year, but he's been for a few years. Yes.
could y'all like the video if you're just now entering the chat? I'm here with Maya, bookstore owner of the BAAP
Yep.
boutique.
BAAP stands
She
for
just
Black Art and
recently,
Philosophy.
yes, and she just recently opened her own bookstore in
Mhm.
the Los Angeles South Central Crenshaw district.
That's
If
right.
anybody is interested in supporting black-owned businesses and supporting black excellence, this is your girl right here
Yes.
on the real.
For artists, tap in. Writers, tap in. Creatives, tap in. Make sure y'all also follow
Anybody,
me on Instagram at Black Art and Philosophy. Yeah.
anybody that's talented with that pen, man, or that pencil, get up on her. A art brush, a
Yeah.
paintbrush, anything. You got some talent. Even if you could spray paint, we want to see it. Let us see what y'all got going on, man.
Yes.
Until you
Absolutely.
spend 50 and get a free
Oh,
or 15
also,
free.
if you do make donations, I do want to also we're doing a special giveaway for $50. If you make a donation for 50 and up, you get this official prison talk t-shirt will be mailed to you.
Yeah, man,
Uh
we want to see y'all out there walking around,
yes.
supporting us, man. Free the people,
And we want to
free
we
the
want to
people.
support official prison talk because there's so many stories that we haven't heard. Same thing with BAP. BAP is using the arts. Official prison talk is as a platform to really tell stories and of what it's really like in prison. And there is no podcast like that because Jay, he is still incarcerated. So $50 will not only help official prison talk, but it'll also help with his legal fees. Because we're trying to bring him home. A mind like that has to be on the streets.
Free
So
Jay Burton, man. I ain't
make
gonna
sure,
lie.
yes, free Jay Burden. Make sure you cash at me, Maya G Mayagha, to help bring Jay Burden home.
Free Jay Burton, man. He been down from 16. He's now 52, still incarcerated since a 16-year-old boy, and he's
Yes.
still incarcerated and he's still fighting for his life. Y'all let that sink in, man. That is not nothing that you would want to go through. So why would you allow your kids or anybody else to go through that, man? Y'all gotta help us break this cycle and keep the young adults, teens, kids, toddlers, everybody, help them grow up a lot different, man, and break the
Mhm.
cycle so they don't gotta follow our footsteps and go through the stuff that we went through for them.
Absolutely.
And we trying to open y'all mind to just see it because I know everybody ain't been through this or ain't seen this. So this is from the outside looking in, y'all getting the insight of the prison world and what we go
Yes.
through daily. So we're trying to like just open y'all eyes and allow y'all to see what we went through to hope and with the hopes of changing you guys' minds or you guys' children mind, but y'all gotta get the kids to like understand this type of stuff as well because I wasn't a kid learning about prison. I wasn't a kid learning no financial intelligence. I wasn't a kid learning about investments. I wasn't a kid learning about things that you need for the real life necessity. And
Right.
I feel like 42nd Elementary, Audubon, Crenshaw High School did none of that teach me nothing that I'm using in this real life day and age. Like you feel me? I don't know. I just feel like it's more that these kids should see that we didn't have an opportunity to see, and maybe that'll change things because it all start by your upbringing. You feel me? We all following and learning and listening from somebody at a point in time. So if we teaching the wrong thing, of course the wrong things are going to continue to happen. But if we're teaching the right thing, it's a way that we could break it and switch things up for the next generation.
Absolutely. And that goes for the women too, because it's a lot of things that we also experience growing up, in our neighborhoods, in our communities. And I just want to encourage because I also grew up in this area and in adjacent. I grew up in South Central Inglewood. So there were also things that I experienced that also
Wait. Let's
inspired me.
pause this really fast, guys. As South Central Inglewood, when did that become a thing?
My mom moved to Inglewood when I was 11. So, but my
Oh, so
family
South
is all
Central
from my
backslash Inglewood, like both,
right.
like
I was
okay,
born in
okay.
South Central. So, my mom moved to Inglewood when I was 11, and I went to school in Inglewood. But my family is all from South Central. I was born and learned how to ride a bike in South Central. So yeah. But I say that all to say, not to get into the all that, but I say all that to say that there were things that we experience in our communities that we go through, and a lot of our stories aren't told. So I do want to encourage women to start telling their stories more from a woman's perspective. Issues and things that we go through, and because we're the nurturers of our community, so things that we have been through, we can also help change the narrative and nurture young children in a way that enlighten and nurture them in a way to uplift us all.
Right. Okay. And what advice do you have to the young parents who are bringing up like young black kids in the type of times we living in and the type of things that happens and goes on in this day and age, you know. And as far as like you growing up in certain neighborhoods, as far as you say like Inglewood or anywhere in South Central, really shit. And like, what advice do you have to young parents who have young kids that they're raising in these type of environments? And shit, y'all know most black dads is not as present as we should be either.
All
So
right.
I just want to hear what's your insight on that? Like, what do you think about that?
Well, there's so many things that you could tell a parent. For one, always tell your kid not to be no follower. Let them create a
Sure.
safe space for your children to be themselves because a lot of times a lot of kids are just following the crowd or following, the environment that they live in. I would recommend not advise them not to keep up with the Jones. Definitely educate your children. If you see something in them, find their passion. See something that they love to do and really hone in on that and nurture that.
Right. Everybody ain't going to the NFL, NBA, and all that. We ain't.
Right.
It ain't a 80% rate of our kids going to the Olympics or no stuff like that. So it's things that we gotta find. Some of these kids might be dope as hell behind that computer, and you don't really even know it, or
Right.
got some
Yeah.
type of hidden art, hit some type of hidden art talent, or you never know.
Mhm.
So it's all type of shit. You gotta let these kids be kids and stop forcing them to see things that kids shouldn't be involved in as well.
Right. Exactly. So um, find their talent, find their passion, keep them busy as possible, especially once they get to the age of 10, 11. Once they get to middle school, because that's when it really like gets real. Um, and just keep them involved in things that they're passionate about. If they love to draw, if they love to paint, nurture that. Keep them involved in that. There's so many different activities now, more than when I was growing up. Because when I was growing up,
Yeah,
there weren't
yeah, we
any.
got that
There was
technology.
no, yeah, there was nothing for the arts, especially in our neighborhoods. Nothing for the arts. I was always a bookworm, but it wasn't nurtured. It wasn't cool to be a nerd. So you definitely want to find your child's passion and hone in on that, nurture that.
And so, did you go to like South Central schools growing up, or Inglewood schools
Yeah, so
growing
I
up? Or
started off Raymond Avenue. I grew up on Florence and Western. I went to Raymond Avenue. Then, at like during the riots, the LA riots, I started getting bused to Paseo del Rey. So I caught the school bus to Paseo del Rey, and then when my mom moved to middle school, I went to La Tijera. From La Tijera, I went to Westchester, went to Dorsey a little bit. I kind of moved. I went to a few high schools.
bouncing
Um,
around, ping pong.
yeah,
And you also attended college, correct?
I did. I went to Cal State Northridge. I didn't go straight after high school because I got pregnant at 17. So,
Okay,
so it took me a while. I went to West LA, which is a junior college. I
in
went to
college.
Southwest and West LA, and then I transferred to CSUN, Cal State Northridge.
Okay, okay, okay. What
Mhm.
what was like? Was any of this type of stuff like presented to you in college, or where did you what
Actually,
what gave you the
yeah.
idea? Okay,
So
I'm listening.
college really expanded my mind. Like I said, I've always been a bookworm. I always loved poets like Nikki Giovanni. I looked up to other poets like Amiri Baraka, who a lot of people aren't familiar, but he started the Black arts movement in the 60s and 70s.
Okay,
Um, so always was a reader in that sort. But when I did go to college, I studied post colonial theory. And a lot of my classes, I used to have arguments with the professor because he will always put two different types of black men against each other. For
mhm.
example, he would put like W.E.B. Du Bois, say like, oh, he's the way, and then he would
Not
like
to cut you
totally.
off real fast,
Mhm,
my the person asking for the donation, her cash app is pinned down here, and then anybody with concerning minds, you'll be able to contact me, or I could comment it as well, and then I'll pin both cash apps. But I'm listening. And one more thing. It was just 60 people. That shit went down fast as hell. But if you're just now answering, can you just double tap the screen and give us a like? And Liliana want a shout out. I'm listening. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Um,
Just going on your artist that you respected, the black guy that
right, Mary Baraka. So I would get into arguments with my professor about,
don't pay two blacks
his
people ticket.
thoughts, yeah, about putting black men against each other because it's they do that a lot in schools. And I remember taking a philosophy class, and I had missed a few classes, and he was like, "This class is hard. Nobody can pass it. You're gonna fail the test. Like, you just drop the class, drop the course, and come back and
That's what
take it."
he's
And I was
telling
like,
y'all. He telling y'all or
he,
you
he was
specifically?
he was telling me because I had
Okay.
missed a few classes, where he was professing, but he was talking about philosophers like
So Cal
Aristotle.
State, though, correct?
Yeah, Cal State Northridge. Dawahar was his name. But he was like, just it's a hard class, like don't take it, like, just drop out, like, and I was just like, no, like I'm almost done. This is my last semester, our
We
second
just
to
want to
last
say
semester.
this. We just want to say this. Dow wow. If you watching, look at her now. No, just
Yeah,
playing. I'm just playing. I'm
right.
just playing.
So
Just
he was
playing.
like, it's
Go
hard.
ahead.
Like, this is philosophy. People, this one course people take lifetimes to learn. And I was just like, whatever, give me the test. And so I took
Mm.
it and I got like a B on the test. And he was like, you did exceptionally well. Like, I can't believe it. And da da da. And I was like, yeah.
Don't judge a book by its cover. About
Right.
the
So I was like, in all honesty, like there are so many black philosophers in the hood. Like you could go, there's so many even in prison, even in our neighborhoods that, philosophize all the time over coffee, over, playing cards, playing domino. It's just so many of us have great minds as it is, but we're underestimated a lot in these schools.
right. That's absolutely true for sure. On the real, it's crazy just the way life takes its turns.
Right.
But what else? We'll get into real fast before it get too late and too long. If you just now entering though, you guys like the if you don't, could you she said I have
Yeah,
three
so let me
people
just go
watching.
back to that. We are running a special donation for official prison talk. If you donate 50 or more, $50 or more, you get a free T-shirt, and that does go to the legal fees for Jay Burden, who has been incarcerated since he was 16. I'm gonna
Can
show
I
you the
get one more
shirt.
like, you guys, and that'll just be the perfect number of likes? Can I get one more like, somebody, anybody, just double tap the screen. One more. Bye bye. Don't two people do it at once, just one. Official prison talk.
Yes, so
How long has that been a podcast as well? Thank you,
they've been a
whoever that was.
podcast for a few years now,
Okay,
and
so
we
they've
do
been going
want to.
strong.
Yeah, we do want to highlight. And again, if for those who are just coming in, I'll show you the books that we have. So we did dedicate this whole bookshelf, was inspired by Jay Burden, Free Jay Burden. Um,
So
we
burden.
yeah, he's published two books, The Life and Times of an LA Blood and Raw Deals. Um,
All right, and there's one
and
more
so we
thing
have
too for anybody who missed me saying this. Jay Burden is a guy who's currently incarcerated since he was 16 years old. He's now 52 years old, and he's a very smart individual. And he's also a YouTuber backslash runs a podcast. Him and my boy Big Joe from New York. And you could go and mess with their content. And I would advise you guys like, share, subscribe, because that's going to be worldwide and very big soon. The official Prison Talk platform is another YouTube page tagged in the title of this video. And y'all could go see what they got going on and the type of stuff they're on too. So yeah, that's what that is.
right,
The link will be in the title of this live. And if you just now made it, double tap the screen. I asked for one and got six. So maybe what I need to do.
right.
Let me
So
get
yeah,
10.
so
Fuck it.
so yeah. Again, $50 or more will get you a free shirt.
Oh, look,
And you could
somebody
just,
asked you, look, right? It's three of them watching. If they all put together $100, can they get a T-shirt and two books?
yes.
Yes, that's a yes.
Mm.
And
Just make
Janika.
just make sure you DM me on Black Art and Philosophy, and send it to the Cash App Maya G8, and I will make
Uh,
sure you receive that, and you could get a raw deal in the life and times of an LA Blood.
uh, y'all like, share, and do you have Juice WRLD's book? Uh,
No, I don't
it's
have
kind
Juice
of like
WRLD's book.
this is more of a like a black excellence thing, and it's a thing where she's trying to help people, black people, African Americans, get their talents out. So if you
Right.
are somebody that wants to write a book or somebody who does dope artwork or you have anything of some type of talent of an artist and you would
Mm-hmm.
like to share it with her, she's going to promote that and she's going to sell it out of her shop and get you guys worldwide. She just told y'all she finna open up the BAAP boutique in 40 different states.
Yep.
It's only 50. It's
So some
only
of the
50.
books
So this
I
is
would recommend.
worldwide, people.
Yeah,
Oh,
some of
God,
the
I'm
books I
listening.
would recommend if you want these books and you don't live in the area. Make sure you DM me at Black Art and Philosophy, and if you send me the purchase the book directly, I can mail it to you. But we have 48 Laws of Power, which is a good one. Uh, this is a very popular. Everybody kind of knows about that one, but if
Yeah.
you don't, it's basically how everything is ran. They always use 48 Laws of Power in politics to business. You definitely want to bar up on what 48 Laws of Power are. Know Thyself by Naeem Akbar. That's a great one. The ISIS Papers by Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. That's a great one for women as well. This is more of like a Phyllis Wheatley. She was the first Black author to be published in 1700.
God
So this is
damn.
like her, yeah, and she was actually an abolitionist, one of the first abolitionists, Phyllis Wheatley. You definitely, she was a philosopher too in her own right, but you would never probably hear about her because our school system is trash. But if you want to know more about her, that's her essays. Um, How to
Y'all
Fix
only they only
America.
teaching y'all about African American people 30 days out of 365. So this
Yep.
is something that can help y'all go on and learn. Cause listen, this is some crazy stuff too that I even thought about this, but it's like boom. I had a conversation with her before I did this live, how we set it up or whatever the case may be. And she's breaking down stuff to me that's so far over my head, and it just made me like, God damn, my school system wasn't talking about stuff like that. That's something
Right.
that you had to go deep into to really learn. And I really am a person who I could touch a lot of topics, but it's still a whole lot to learn. You're never too old to learn or too big of a person or anything. There's always room to learn and improve in anything. Really, unless you just I feel like shit. Kobe was a basketball player, but he could have been better, you know. So there's no way to just like stop excellence, and it's more room, and there's always something to learn. So people should be open to that and still not think you too old to learn or too old to get your ass whooped. No, just playing, just playing. But so what's up with Jay Burton? Do we have any like upcoming court? Well, we never even got to this. Jay Burton, who is that to you?
That's my boyfriend. That's my man.
I thought that was your husband.
That's my husband. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right. Man, shout out to Jay Burton and free Jay Burton. Oh,
Absolutely.
shit, dying. What the fuck is wrong?